Hello and welcome to the Whoniverse. In this video I am going to be answering a simple question that many Doctor Who fans like myself want to know the answer to. And I'll be honest, the answer is anything but simple. So the question is, how many times did the Doctor die in Heaven Sent? In case you don't know or need a refresher, Heaven Sent was episode 11 of series 9. The episode focused on the 12th Doctor trapped alone in a nightmare castle, which was a labyrinth of rooms and corridors which moved and changed. To escape from this prison, he had to punch through a wall made out of asbantanium, which is a material 400 times harder than diamond. To break free, he punched the wall until he was killed. He then stumbled back to a teleport room and brings a copy of himself back exactly as he first arrives. Eventually, the Time Lord does break through the wall, but it takes a hell of a long time. So from the moment he first arrived to the moment he broke free, how many times did the Doctor die? Well, first we need to work out how long each version of the Doctor was alive, and when they died, determining a lifespan for each Doctor. So according to Stephen Moffat, in an official interview for the official Doctor Who magazine, issue 495 I believe, he stated that one version of the Doctor was alive for 1 month, before solving the mystery of Room 12 and succumbing to the Veil and burning himself to create a new Doctor. So, 1 month equals 1 Doctor. So now we need to know how long he was in the confession dial to allow us to perform a calculation. So, according to Ohelia, the High Priestess of the Sisterhood of Khan in the episode Hellbent, they think the Doctor was trapped for 4.5 billion years. So, to work out how many Doctors died in Heaven Sent, we have to do the calculation of 4.5 billion years times by 12 months. This gives us the mind-boggling number of 54 billion. Let's focus on that number for a minute. 54 billion. That's huge. To put this into perspective, the amount of people on Earth as of 2016 is 7.442 billion. So there is, in numbers, the equivalent of multiple Earths all populated by the Doctor. It's just massive. But I won't end this video here, mainly because we have a problem with this answer, as the first time the Doctor was there, he didn't have any of the clues or guides. The Doctor we witnessed in the episode did such as the clues to Room 12, with only a few surviving the castle's time loop of automatic room service. So, the first version of the Doctor, the original you might say, was wandering the castle as an old man when he eventually finds the wall and begins to set up the clues, and begins to start breaking the wall, meaning that one version of the Doctor was there far longer than one version that we see later. But how much longer was the first version there? Well, let's assume that regeneration is prevented due to not only being the Doctor's decision shown in the Doctor Falls, but also because the whole place was designed by the Time Lords and thus controlled by them. Assuming the Doctor can't regenerate, we need to work out how long a body can last. The most recent and reliable source we have is the 12th Doctor's predecessor, the 11th Doctor, who had the ability to regenerate taken away, not by force, but by simple old age. This natural prevention gives us all the information we need. The 11th Doctor's earliest claims of his age was 907, during his early adventures with Amy. Then goes on a 200-year-long farewell tour when he believes he's going to die during the Impossible Astronaut plotline. By the time we hit a town called Mercy, he says he's 1200, and in the 11th Doctor's final episode, The Time of the Doctor, he tells Clara that he has been defending the people of Trenzalore for 300 years, making him at least 1500 years old. And then the 12th Doctor tells Clara that he's over 2000 and at the end of Deep Breath. So, 2000 take away 907 gives us the age of the original version of the Doctor, without the capabilities of regeneration, at approximately 1093 years old. So with a bit of leeway here and there, we then do 12 times 1093, which equals 13,116. This means that one original version of the Doctor lived the same lifespan as 13,116 later versions of himself. We then take this away from our original number of 54 billion, giving us the final total of 53,999,986,884 versions of the Doctor dead. Not as large as the original number, but the recalculation has only made a tiny dent in what is a huge number. Now, using this number, we can work out some other amazing facts, such as the Doctor punches the wall 8 times in each version of himself. We then multiply this number by our number of versions of the Doctor we get, how many punches the Doctor landed on the wall in total. This brings us to 431,999,899 895,072. Total punches, another enormous number. Should we end the video here? Well, I think I can do one more calculation answering how many punches it takes to punch through 1 foot and the equivalent in meters. So, we know the total number of punches is 431,999,895,072. So, we now need the thickness of the wall, which according to the doctor is 20 feet thick. So our calculation for how many punches per foot is 431,999,895,072 divided by 20, which equals 21,599,994,800 punches per foot. This, when calculated into meters, for those interested, is 1 foot equating to 0.3048, meaning 21,599,994,800 needs to be divided by the difference of 0.3048, equating to 70,866,124,672 punches per meter. So in this video we've covered some pretty bonkers numbers and hopefully answered one of the most complex number problems of Doctor Who, at least to recent memory. I hope this video answered the question for you. Remember, it may not be an exact number, but it is the closest I can possibly get. This was a really interesting video to make and the idea for it literally came out of nowhere. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and comment below, and if you want to see what I'm making next, please subscribe. You can also check out the links to some of my other videos on the left, and with that, it's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.